This video is going to based on the how to do payroll for a small business. Okay, so doing payroll yourself can be an easy as these 8 step. Okay, processing payroll by yourself can be complex, and if you are doing it for the first time, it is more crucial to consult an expert before you are getting started. The challenge of processing your payroll is what you may miss. For example, if you enter a deduction or file payroll taxes incorrectly, okay, you could expose your business to severe liabilities, and with that, however, you can still process payroll manually in 8 steps. And if you are a small business owner, and if you are doing everything manually, okay, so they who employ only a few people, it may worth learning how to do payroll on your own. The best online payroll services of the 2020. Choosing a payroll service is a big decision. Why? Because dozen of the option to come up with following recommended, but I am sharing to you some payroll software which are the most famous in case of 2021. That is ADP, most popular payroll software. You can visit their ADP, okay, and then you have Trinet best PEO for tailored industries. Then we have Ripeling, full service payroll software, so you can use Ripeling for payroll software. And then Gusto best for the solo proprietor and S corps. Okay, so how to do payrolls? 8 easy steps. Okay, step 1, find your employer identification number. What is your employer identification number? So your first step is to set up an EIN with the IRS. The IRS issue the number so it can identify your business. If you are a new business, you will have applied for EIN. You can read about how to apply an EIN and learn more about EIN program and process on the IRS website. Applying for is free, and the IRS prefer that you apply online. Although you can also apply for fax or mail. International applicants may also apply by phone. Okay, so online application is, if approved, result is an instant EIN assessment, whereas fax and mail application take 4 business days or 1 month respectively. You will also need to check with your state and local city or country for these tax ID numbers. Okay, so looking for the right online payroll service for your business, you can think about these softwares, okay, which I have told you already. If you using a better software, you can make a good payroll system in your organization and small business. Step 2, collect employees tax information. Once you have your EIN, you need to collect relevant tax information from your employees. This means having all the employees fill out W4 and I-9 if you have contract or freelance worker. You will have to collect 1099s on these payrolls forms. Employees provide legal information about their work status, elect to take out a certain deduction, and fill out other important information. You can't process payroll without the details provided on these forms, because there are the law when you have to submit this paperwork to the IRS. Depending on the information your employees provide, you can read more about submitting W2s and determine what required to your business. Then choose your payroll schedule. So once you have established all the relevant tax information for your business and its employees, you have to decide how you want to pay your workers. There are the 4 types of the pay schedule: weekly, bi-weekly, semi-weekly, and monthly. All 4 schedules have their advantage. Carefully consider how often you will pay employees, but don't take so long that your employees go without pay for unreasonable period. You should devote 15 to 30 minutes to looking up state law about your payroll schedule, and then you can calculate gross pay. So calculating gross pay is simple. Just multiply the number of hours an employees has work in a given pay period in their hourly rate. Okay, so The easiest way to track employees hours by a spreadsheet. Once you have the totals hours for the pay period, multiply that by the employees hourly rate and you will have the employees gross pay. You must complete all the steps discussed here for each employee in your company. Here is a quick example. An employee has worked 85 hours in your yearly pay period and is paid $10 per hour. Your pay period this time around the 80 hours. So what is the 80 hours into $10 per hour? So it going to be $800. 5 hour into $15 per hour, so overtime pay, so $75. Okay, so total gross pay how much? $875. So you can calculate your employees gross pay, okay, by this formula. How much you are paying per hour and how much overtime that person have done. So calculating that you can get gross pay, okay. And then if you using spreadsheet or determine your employees gross pay, you can likely make all the required calculation in just a few minutes with the software. If you plan to calculate all your employees gross pay by hand, you may need a few minutes for each calculation, and time and be up quickly when you have an entire team of workers. And step 5, determine detection, allowance and other withholdings. One of the most important step to processing payroll is determine each employee's detection and allowance. As a quick refresher, exemption and the allowance are the same things. So they refer to how much money is taken out of your paycheck during the year. Allowance is specified by W4 detection, which are specified by employees on the 1040 EZ form, are the things you can deduct from your income when you do your taxes. There is where you have to pay chosen close attention or how employees fill out their tax related forms and withhold the proper amount. On the top, detection and exception factor respect to payroll and the withholding from each paycheck depending on your business situation. You may have a consider the following like a federal taxes, social security, with that is state taxes and the local taxes, okay. So Medicare and 401k contributors, okay. Step 6, calculate net pay and pay your employees. After telling the detection, allowance and other taxes, subtract what being the withheld with each employee's gross pay. The resulting number is the net pay, okay. So if I say gross pay, so it will be gross pay minus detection is equal to net pay. Net pay is what each employee is paid at the end of each pay period. This is also known as a take home pay. Creating a pay stub for the each employee and track what you are withdrawing, tracking payment and maintaining the right record benefit your business, okay. So once you have calculated net pay for the each employees, pay each one by this period payment method if you can. Payroll is the big expense for the business, and while using a payroll solution cost money, it can cut down the time required to handle all these steps. It also means that your employees can receive their paycheck in various forms, including check, direct deposit and payroll cards. Step 7, keep payroll record and adjust the fixed mistakes. Maintaining honest and organized payroll record is essential. You want to be able to reference your record if there is over discrepancy between the employee's net pay and what they expected to receive. It is also important for a tax perspective to have this record on hand in case you have to work with IRS department. Mistake happen, and as long as you correct them as quickly and honestly, you will recover quickly, okay. So record keeping is also essential for the payroll taxes. You have to pay out regular basic most electronic method to gross pay detection and net pay calculation generate automatic record as long as upload as a file you use to cloud storage. More sure to save a separate copy of this spreadsheet user after executing your payroll. For paper calculation, you paycheck or delivered by the postal mail, you will need to keep written tangible ledgers and mailing recipients. Will each of these steps can take more seconds the time and when you handle this process for several employees. And then our last step, that was a withhold report and pay report taxes. Part of processing your own payroll is calculating. Okay, so payroll taxes that you have with the team employees paycheck. This is the include income taxes, social security taxes, state unemployed insurance, federal insurance contribution tax, and without deducting these funds from your employees paycheck. The best online payroll services: ADP, the most popular payroll software, Trinet, Ripeling, Costo. Now, okay, so you can use these softwares: ADP, Trinet, Ripeling, Custo. Okay, these are the best payroll software.